there she is, actress Marion Davies in The Day. And all of this, well, this was her beach house in Santa Monica, now the Annenberg Beach House. Hello everybody, I'm Dave Meekum from KTLA News, and we had a chance to catch up with your MPI board members here in Southern California for 2010 and 2011, get a sense of just who they are and what they're all about, even scratch the surface a little bit, and here's a look.
I think my favorite thing about LA is actually probably one of the worst things about LA is being in my car. I love my time in my car. It's like the one time that I shut down. I don't like to make phone calls, I don't email. I love being in my car.
I am the daughter of a minister. Is generally how I start that out when people ask me about my childhood. The downside being the daughter of the minister is everybody's aware of what you're doing, and they're not afraid to tell your parents.
Western, is that weird or what? I know, don't know at me, but I love to Western dance, and not very good at it, but I love to do it. It didn't come from any childhood thing, I'll tell you that. We had a group of friends that took it up.
I didn't really realize that I liked to cook until just recently. I spent a lot of time, I had foot surgery and spent some time recuperating, watching television, and I would watch the Food Network because there's really nothing else out during the day. And so I started a cooking blog called Girl Plus Fire.
We have friends that moved in across the street from us, and so their housewarming present were walkie-talkies. So we can walkie-talkie each other when we need something. So we do Sunday night family dinners. We all cook for each other. So if we're cooking, we don't cook for one or two, we cook for 6.
You're not feeling good, we've been up since 3 in the morning, and then you're sitting on the Great Wall and suddenly you have that aha moment going, wow. 7 of us from high school went to run a marathon in China.
I have 3 younger sisters, and we are all scattered all over the place. We met for a weekend, no husbands, no kids, just the 4 sisters, and we were sitting at a picnic table after going to a farmer's market. We had gotten cheese and bread and strawberries.
I could have the most stressful day at work, and I get myself in a yoga class, put out the mat, and just essentially go into another place for an hour or so.
I'm a hockey fan. That might be a surprise, I don't know.
How come?
It's fun, it's exciting. It's a fast-paced game. I used to love basketball, I think, and I loved it because it was fast-paced, but this is even faster.
I'm a lot more reserved now than I was as a child. I've learned to take a step back and not be so foot and mouth.
I was a tomboy. Growing up, I loved to, climb trees, ride bikes, go hiking, build forts.
It's that adrenaline rush. It's that little bit of risk. It's the it's the high you get. The very first time I ever rafted, it was my mother, my brother, and my 78-year-old grandmother and I. And she, of the 4 of us, was the only one who did not fall out of the boat.
So I like the chick flicks. I have a lot of girls in my household. My 2 daughters that we always get a kick out of it. They'll tell you I'm 50% woman.
I'm very emotional about my children. Don't hurt my kids, and they're grown now, so.
How many do you have?
I have 2. I have a girl and a boy, and my daughter's 30 and my son is 27.
When my daughters get hurt. It does. I was in tears not too long ago, actually. My daughter cut her middle of her finger open right here, and my 6-year-old, she had to have stitches, and she did it just, by accident, and just seeing the pain in her eyes made me cry.
We had 7 acres, and I raised chickens. We had horses, and so we kind of did the the farm life.
I was the cool girl who hung up at the back with all the derelicts, and I did nothing in high school. I grew up in Brisbane, Australia, which a little town. It's nothing you ever need to go if you're a tourist, but if you're there for longer than like 2 or 3 weeks, go to Brisbane.
What's your favorite movie and why?
Pretty Woman. Unquestionably Pretty Woman, because I love her. I have a little run in my pantyhose. Sorry.